Greetings, I'm Al Orillion. Welcome to the Alabama Solar Association presentation of the displays. We want to present a display to you today on way of capturing solar energy to heat water for domestic or light industrial use. We have here a display of how solar energy is captured by means of thermal siphoning. It means you don't have to have a pump in the circuit. Now, what the main item of this is the solar collector, this flat panel, finally called flat panels concept, in which this box, rectangular box, has a tubing inside of it that captures the heat, solar heat from the sun, and then transfers it into the pipes and up to this container up here, which is a solar energy heated water container. Now, there are different ways by which we can capture the solar energy, and I'm going to ask my son, James Orillion, to come forth and show you another technique. This is a flat plate absorber is what this is. This device is a three-dimensional pyramidal shaped concentrator in which the solar energy comes through the two transparent sides and reflects off the bottom, then reflects off the top, and all of it concentrates all of it into this solar coil in here. Now, normally a flat plate design that's used is 3 feet wide by 7 feet tall. This is a working model. We don't have it hooked up here, obviously, but it would be a 4-foot square base at about 30 inches high. But we're going to discuss the process that would apply to either of these. We're going to discuss it further. Okay. Now, the way this works specifically is the sunlight comes in through this transparent glaze on this box, as I mentioned earlier, and it has in it copper lines that gathers the heat that's generated inside the box. One of the best solar energy heaters we have and we're all familiar with is the automobile. Anyway, we kind of use this particular concept and also the pyramidal concept I mentioned to compactly capture the energy. And you can, I don't know if it shows or not on the film, but you can see some of the bubbles coming up, which means the water is being heated. Now, when the water comes into this top panel, through the top, comes out of the top of this panel, into the top of the solar heater container, capture, and it's then returned through the bottom, back to the bottom of the heater. Now, if we were going to use this to supply water inside the house, the fresh water would come in through the bottom of that valve that we see down there, and then so this would replace it. Now we have a tube up here in which we capture some of the hot water off the very top. Hot water in any kind of tank, heated water in any kind of tank, was stratified. So there's a stratification layer in here about 60% up from the bottom. So once you put your hand in there, as my grandson did, you find it goes hot, less hot, and then cold at the bottom. And that's exactly the way the thermocycle system operates. Thermocycle systems are not new. Henry Ford in his Model T design used thermocycling for the cooling circuit of his Model Ts. They didn't have a pump in it. Now, this concept we have here is set up for the display that we will have in a number of our activities, ASA's activity. ASA stands for Alabama Solar Association. We designed it, my grandson and James and I designed this to be portable so we can take it apart. Now, in a hot day like this, we like to say, boy, if we could capture this sun and then all this heat and use it in the wintertime, what is the way we can do that? If you use these big enough, large enough, you can use panels like this to heat swimming pools. So if you were to heat the swimming pools with a layer and cover the top of the layer of the swimming pool so you wouldn't have any evaporation, you could heat this entire swimming pool. Of course, you couldn't swim in the meantime, but then come wintertime, you could pump the hot water out of the swimming pool into a heat exchanger in your house. So there is a way that you can capture all this great heat. We really enjoy this good old summertime weather. Thank you.